Hi, welcome. Okay, I am live. Yes. Okay, so I'm pretending I'm in a vineyard today in like Tuscany or something. Yes, because, you know, pretending has been given a really bad rap. But here's what I want to tell you about tending. There's pretending, attending, tending, and contending. Anyway, there is a usefulness in following your inner guidance, your imagination, and your intuition. You know, nothing is created upon failures, it's always on success. And those successes, someone had to think up, they had to get an idea. And from that idea becomes a thought. And then what do we do? That we put that, if we're smart, we put that thought into action. And then if we do it enough, it becomes a habit, right? So when you attend to something, when you pretend, you are tending to it ahead of time. You're doing that inner visioning. And we were all taught to give up pretending, to start being realistic. Well, look at the reality right now. And is there a reality right now? What is your reality for right now? And so we're going to shake things up. I'm pretending that I'm in a vineyard in Tuscany, and it's beautiful and sunny. So what is it that you're pretending today? Hey, Christy, nice to see you. What are you attending to ahead of time? Because that's what pretending is. We were all taught that it's something else, like it's making it up. But honestly, look around you. Everything that's there is from your imagination, from your creativity. Everything is made up. So I'm going to grab my drum, which is down there. So hang on. You can look at the beautiful foliage. All right, and then next it would be awesome to have a drum beater, which I don't seem to have right now. So I'm going to pretend. Oh, here we go. I'm going to pretend that I can do this with my hand the whole time. And I'm going to look around in the meanwhile. So I'm talking to you about pretending because I think one of your most valuable attributes is your imagination. No one in the whole wide world makes up a life just exactly like yours. Nobody. There is nobody like you. Hi, Melissa. I'll say hi to you guys as much as I can see you. Hey, Ann. Hey, Maverick. So I'm pretending right now that my hand is a beater because, oh, nope, that's not it either. Because it's somewhere. And so how often do you improvise? How often do you make things up? Well, I'm going to tell you that you do it every single solitary day. You wake up and you attend to getting coffee or breakfast or whatever that first thing that breaks your fast. And I'm imagining that most of us start with a warm beverage, a hot bevy, and that we imagine what it's going to taste like. So many times we use our imagination, and yet we don't call it that. You imagine exactly the way you look right now. And for some of us, it's not the imagining you want, right? So you get to imagine something else. Like right now, I'm I'm imagining that my fingertips connecting with this drum bass, drum head, are creating golden white light of love. And because I can imagine it, I can create it. And actually, that's exactly what we're doing, right? We're imagining all this love going out every day and continuing to go out. You know, I see it as a band of golden white light zipping out into the cosmos. I think that's a pretty cool legacy to live and leave. So once you pretend something, once you inner vision it, like on a very, very simple and practical, mundane kind of place. Because shamanism is very much about the practical, very much about the mundane. Hey, Kay, we just lift our focus to a higher place to get the information, and then bring it back to this place, to this practical world, where us spiritual beings having a physical experience can put it into action. So take a moment, and I'm taking a sip, and look around you. Everything that is around is what you created. Even if you're somewhere that's not usual for you, it's because you could inner vision it, you could imagine it, and so you could go there. You know, Nike says just do it, but before the doing is the idea, right? And we are all thought generators. We create these amazing ideas, amazing lives, and then we live into them. So sometimes our lives aren't optimal, and so they're not optimum, and so sometimes they're dismal as opposed to optimal. So if you're finding some places in your life that are dismal, I mean, everyone has them, right? It's not like, oh, only those people have dismal spots. Just a sec. We all have them. We all have places that we want to shine light on and become better in and have more fulfillment in. And so because of that, there's something to pretend. We begin to call that, oh, look at that, right in the back of the drum. So sometimes things are in the most obvious spots, but we don't look. Like, it didn't occur to me to look in the back of the drum where I store it, of course, for the beater. And now listen to the difference in the tone. And but you know what? It didn't stop me that I couldn't find the beater carefully tucked in in the drum. It didn't stop me. I didn't go, oh, well, excuse me, I can't do this because, you know, I don't have the right equipment. I pretended that my fingers were going to work. And guess what? They did. Now I get to attend to drumming with the beater and noticing. The beautiful part about this is there is always a lesson, right? And so what's the lesson in this? Look in the most obvious place first, right? honestly, where is it? Within. It's always within. I was talking to someone earlier about security and where it comes from. So, what is it for you? Because your security, what makes you feel safe, and isn't it being given a big jiggle just now? You know, what makes you feel safe? So just for a moment, think about that. Practical shamanism is something that I have lived my entire life. I didn't realize that I was doing shamanic work when I was a little kid. I had a near-death experience, and after that things changed. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that something was strange. And so now we know that what we're tapping into is our inner guidance, our inner wisdom, our inner knowing. And from that place, creating a life that we love to live. Because we're in alignment with our core. And you know when things are off, right? You know, you feel, maybe some of you are like me and you feel a little nauseous, or you feel like, oh, you know, something's not quite right, and you feel it in your guts. Well, that's because you're meant to feel it in your guts. So, practical shamanism is about teaching you how to understand the visions that you're given once you allow yourself to open to this realm of infinite possibilities. Once you step out of, well, you know, it only works like this. Once you step out of the physical restraints that we believe we have on this plane, once you step out of that into the realm of non-ordinary reality, anything is possible. You know, for instance, I have a male ancestor who is a bear. And, you know, it didn't occur to me to question that. It was like, okay, yeah, sure. I just accepted it. And then years later, one of my psychic friends came up and said, by the way, they want you to know that in a past life you were a bear. So that makes perfectly good sense, right? That I would have an ancestor who is a bear. But it didn't occur to me to question that. I was just in acceptance of what Spirit brought me and created out of that. You know, delving into practical shamanism carried me through a soul-sucking job to a vision quest where I realized that I couldn't go back. And honestly, this is kind of what we've got going on right now. We just have this, sorry, I'm distracted. Hey, Jamel. No, that's not right. Sorry. I'm trying to squint and drum and talk. So, we're in a vision quest right now. We are all being asked to look within, to see what is your vision, who are you, what did you come to do? And that vision quest, that first vision quest that I did, it changed my life. I literally could not stand up and go back to work. So I took the first week off, and the second week I went in and I handed in my resignation. And here I am, 24 years. 24 years. 24 years. Did I say 24? 24 years of doing what I do, with the people that I love to do it with, that's you, and in the way that I want to do it. Creating a lifestyle that, before I even knew that there was something called a laptop lifestyle, I'd already created it. I just knew I wanted to be mobile. I love to travel. And if I don't say hi to you, it's because I can't really see your names. It's kind of hidden in the leaves of the grapes behind me and the hydrangea. Golden white light of love. So just settle into the drum beat. So what is it that you can pretend? There is apparently no common reality. Some people think this, some people think that. Valera, hi. Jameen, there, now I can see. Hello, welcome. So, in the realm of shamanism, which is extremely practical, the shaman weren't out looking for etheric answers. They were looking for, why is my tribal person sick? Why is, and I mean tribal in terms of their tribe. Why is my community lacking spirit? Why is my community feeling disjointed, and why is there dislike and hatred and dis-ease? And then the shaman would go into non-ordinary reality and ask those important questions of their guides. And always, 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 there are answers. Now, sometimes the answers are in metaphors, and so I developed a way of understanding that. But you come back with information that is easily applied to your everyday life. So right now, what I believe is that I believe that it's my calling to raise the vibe to love and above. So every day I devote this time with you to do that. It's a non-violent, uplifting, hopefully you're learning something, kind of place to be. So in doing that, in devoting that, what I understand, the spiritual laws, is that what we put out comes back to us. Now, some people call it karma, and that returns to us. And what I believe from all of my searching and studying and diving deep, I believe it comes back 3 to 10 times. So here we are. Here you are lending me your love and your drumbeat. So it's coming back to all of us 3 to 10 times. So just let's take the smallest, the 3. That means half an hour doing this returns an hour and a half of love. And it's now past 5 months doing this. So according to Sheila math, I have Sheila science too. So according to my math, my understanding is, let's just round it down to 150 days and times that. That's 450 days of love coming back at us. I think that this way of finding solace while you find information, while you heal, this practical shamanism is so important right now, is that we're disconnected from our souls. We're disconnected from our spirit. And when a society or a world has that happen, my belief is that it's my job to connect y'all again. To reconnect or connect you up for the first time. Imagine if you had trusted guides that you could rely on, that you knew wanted your highest and best or better. You know, I was listening to Joshua Gates last night, and he had Elliot Gould as a guest. And Elliot said that the camera didn't lie to him. Important thing you're ever going to say to yourself. You're going to get in close. You're going to look yourself in the eyes. You're first of all going to say, I see you. And then after that, you're going to say, I love you. And if it's not true in the beginning, because sometimes we have a hard time loving ourselves, it doesn't matter. You know, you lie to yourself all the time about things. Oh, this job is good enough. Where you wake up and you feel nauseous in the morning to get up and do that job. Or you really want a piece of pie, but you've like told yourself you can't have it. Well, I say it's time to eat pie. And when you open to receive all that the universe has for you, that pie doesn't hang around on your hips. Imagination, our intuition, to tap into the spirit realm where a brand new perspective is happening. And you know, oh, I have a PDF. So if you want the I have a PDF about practical shamanism. It tells you what it is, the benefits, and all that. So if you would like that, put PDF in the little box down there, and I'll send it to you. Or actually, I'll figure out what I need. I think you need to sign up for it. So, but I have a PDF that I created so that you can understand what practical shamanism is, and I would love to gift that to you. And what's your growing edge? Yourself. So years ago, when I first started doing yoga, and I've been doing yoga now for 43 years, when I first started doing it, I had this vision of me in Greece teaching yoga. And I still have that vision. And I can actually like that pull it up, because it's a vision that I had all those years ago, and it hasn't actualized yet. That doesn't mean I just go, oh well, that's not going to happen. You know what it does? It means that I refresh and I refresh and I refresh and I refresh, and I go, you know what, I want to do that. Well, in the meanwhile, after all those years, I just happen to have met somebody who has a house in Greece. And I just happened to meet somebody who goes, oh, you know, you can teach courses over there. Now that's not happening right now, the teaching over there. But Greece hasn't gone away, and my vision hasn't gone away either. No matter when you actualize it, don't give up on your dreams. You know, I can be 82 over there teaching yoga. It doesn't matter when it happens. It only matters that it happens. So let's bring it home. Guaranteed to clear your sinuses. All right, now that you can breathe more easily, I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to step back into here, and we're going to energize our hands. Hi, you guys. We're going to energize our hands. We're going to put our palms in front of our face. We're going to hook our thumbs. We're going to touch ourselves. Awesome. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to open fully to give and receive. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Tuck it in your heart. All that the universe has for you. One more time. I open fully to give and receive all that the universe has for me. Once more, I open fully to give. And if you noticed yourself doing this, like I was doing just a minute ago, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, we've opened fully to give. Now let's open fully to get, to receive all that the universe has for me. Tuck it in your heart. All right, beautiful, nice. Thank you all for being here. And I think, hey Barbara, nice to see you. Lorene, thank you very much. All right, everybody, I will see you somewhere tomorrow, and just keep that love flowing, no matter what. No matter what. Oh, see, look at it all. No matter what your little reptilian brain says about today or tomorrow or pretending or any of that. Pretend yourself to a better place. How about that? Let's pretend all of us to a better place, whatever that means for each one of us individually. So, all right, I love you. I'll see you. Bye-bye.